Hello friends, welcome to IS at Speed of Light. We are studying the northern Himalayas of India, that is the northern mountains of India, that is the Himalayas. Last time we have finished till the middle Himalayas. We are studying the main Himalayas which were formed on the border of the collision of the Indian and the Eurasian plate. So we saw there are three parallel ranges for the main Himalayas, the Great Himalayas, the Middle Himalayas. There are some important passes what we have to remember. There are certain important peaks what we have to remember, certain ranges what we have to remember for uh, the outer Himalayas and the Middle Himalayas. Now we come to the third parallel layer, which is the southernmost layer and which we call as the Shivaliks. We'll see some of the important points what we have to remember for the Shivaliks. The first one, it is the outermost Himalayas, we know that, formed by the raising of fluvial deposits. This also we saw once we were studying the geological history of India. It gets narrower as we move towards eastern side of the India and it disappears after river Gandak. So keep your atlas with you and then you have to mark there is a discontinuous movement of Shivaliks and it disappears after the river Gandak. Known by different names in different locations like Jammu Hills in Jammu, Dafla Miri Abhor, Mishmi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Dahang Range and Dundwa Range in Uttarachal or Uttarakhand. This particular Shivalik range, it is famous for its oil resources, the bauxite and the lignite resources. We know the famous Digboi oil fields. So these famous oil fields of Digboi and Lakhimpur are located in the Assam Shivaliks, which are the oldest oil fields of India as well. This particular Shivalik range, it is rich in coal deposits and old shale gas. Now, after studying these three north to south division of the Himalayas, our main Himalayas, let us see some of the highlights or characteristic features of the Himalayas. The first one is the syntactial band of the Himalayas. Now, actually, what happens? The general east-west trend of the Himalayas, it terminates suddenly at its western and the eastern extremities. So, western extremities, we are talking about the Jammu Kashmir side, and the eastern extremities, we are talking about the Arunachal Pradesh side. And the range is sharply bent southward in deep knee blend flexures, which are called the syntactial blend. So the western syntactial band is near the Nanga Parvat. We saw the extent of the main Himalayas from the Nanga Parvat in the western side and Namcha Barwa in Arunachal Pradesh in the eastern side. So there is a western syntactial band near the Nanga Parvat where the river Indus had a deep gorge. And there is a similar hairpin band in Arunachal Pradesh where the mountains take a sharp bend from the eastern to the southern direction. And if we see the central axial stretch of the main Himalayas, it stretches roughly around 2,400 kilometers. So syntactial bands of Himalayas, it's of convex shape. Another important, so there's a this band is at Nanga Parvat, the westernmost, and this at the Arunachal Pradesh Namcha Barwa. The second important highlight what we have to remember for the main Himalayas, it is a steep slope on the southern face. Now suppose if these are the Himalayas, and if we see from this side, the Indian side, and this is the Tibetan side. So if we see from the Indian side, that southern face has a steep slope, while from the northern side, if we see from Tibetan side, this is the northern side. So northern side, it doesn't have that steep slope and it has a gradual slope because of the presence of Tibetan plateau. Because whole of a mountain, the Himalayas, they are resting on the Tibetan plateau because of the presence of Tibetan plateau. Origin of antecedent rivers. Antecedent rivers means the rivers which actually cuts down whatever comes in their path and they keeps flowing. And the contrary term is the superimposed rivers which actually take the shape of the feature, the geographical feature from where they are flowing. So these are the origin of the antecedent rivers, the Himalayas. Now as we have done the north-south division, there is similar division which we have to do from the west to south, west to east side. So we can note down certain important points and the comparison between. So we studied the north-south division. Now we are studying the west-east division of Himalayas. So suppose Western Himalayas and Eastern Himalayas. So these Western Himalayas are till state of Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh, and there here we have in Arunachal Pradesh. Western Himalayas over Jammu Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh, they are lower and they have gradual slopes. While for the Eastern Himalayas, if we see, they are higher and they have steep slope. One very important point to remember is the Western Himalayas are drier in comparison to the Eastern Himalayas, and Eastern Himalayas are wetter because particularly of the topography of that area, the topography of the mountain ranges there. So they have a funneling effect and it rains very high. We know the Meghalayan plateau and other places where it is really wetter. So Western Himalayas, if we see, they are drier in comparison with the Eastern Himalayas. Some important ranges we have already seen. If we like in Jammu and Kashmir, if we talk about the Trans-Himalayas, the three very important parallel ranges: Karakoram, Ladakh, and Zanskar. Then Middle Himalayas, we have Pir Panjal and Dholadhar. Those also we remembered. If we talk about the Himachal Pradesh Himalayas, then there is the Nag Tibba, Masuri in Uttarakhand, and Kumaon Hills. And in Arunachal Pradesh, we have Dafla, Miri, Abhor, Mishmi, what we have just studied. Now there is one more division of the Himalayas, which are the regional divisions. So we have studied the north-south division, then we saw the western and the eastern Himalayas. Now there is a regional divisions of Himalayas as well. So these are divided on the basis of the rivers which flow. So between river Indus and between Satluj, we have Punjab Himalayas. We'll keep making the pictures. So we have Bas here, and we have Lijjat Papad. Satluj is Lijjat Papad for us, and the Punjab we have Lassi. So in Bus, you are being given Lassi with Lijjat Papad. So now you have to see that image in your mind. If you don't see the image, if you only listen to the words, it is not going to serve the purpose. So you have to see in Bus we are going, and Lijjat Papad you are getting served with the Lassi. So that's a strange thing. Nobody eats Papad with Lassi. So between Indus and Satluj we have Punjab Himalayas. Then between Satluj and river Kali, we have Kumaon Himalayas. So from Kumaon we get Kumadi. Kumadi is a Hindi word for the unmarried girl. And Kali we can have Kalima. So you can again view a picture where Kalima is giving Lijjat Papad to the Kumadi Kanya, to the unmarried girls. Okay, there is a tradition in North India also during the 9 days festival of the goddess, where the people serve the food to the unmarried girls. So Satluj and Kali, it is the Kumaon hills. Then between Kali to Kosi, before Teesta, it is Kali river. It is the Nepal Himalayas. So Kalima we have. Kosi, we already have a picture of Kashi Vishwanath. And Nepal, we have a picture of a security guard or a Gorkha watchman. Now you can see a temple of the Kashi Vishwanath and Kalima, and who is the watchman of that temple? It is again the Gorkha watchman. So between Kali and Kosi, it is Nepal Himalayas. Between Kosi and Teesta, it is the Sikkim Himalayas. Now all pictures we have, the Kosi, the Kashi Vishwanath, the Teesta, we have a picture of teeth. and Sikkim we have of Kim Sharma. Now you have to see a picture where Kim Sharma is denoting her teeth to the Kashi Vishwanath. Again, that picture you have to see in your mind where Kim Sharma is entering to the temple of Kashi Vishwanath and denoting or devoting her teeth to the Lord Vishwanath. So, river between Teesta and Kosi, it is the Sikkim Himalayas, and between Teesta and Brahmaputra, it is Assam Himalayas. So it is river Dihang, between river Dihang and Teesta, Dihang. And Teesta, it is the Assam Himalayas. Now Teesta is teeth, Dihang becomes Dihang, hanging person, like Farsi, what we say in Hindi. And Assam is Assam tea. Assam is Assam tea. So teeth, Dihang and Assam tea. So you like Assam tea so much that you are ready to get hanged using your teeth. Okay. So remember all these Himalayas. One question has been asked in UPSC about these regional division of Himalayas. Just if you can go for the division, where the Punjab Himalayas are between the which rivers? Punjab is Lassi you were getting in bus, so bus is Indus, and you were served with Lijjat Papad, so Lijjat is Satluj. Between Indus and Satluj is Punjab Himalayas. Then between Satluj and Kali, it is Kumaon Himalayas. Kumaon is Kumari Ladki. So Kalima giving Lijjat Papads to the Kumari girls or unmarried girls. Then between Kali to Kosi, it is Nepal Himalayas. Kali, Kosi, Nepal. So Kali, Kalima, and Kosi is Kashi Vishwanath. So Kashi Vishwanath and Kali temple, who is the watchman? It is the Gorkha who is the watchman. And Gorkha is our picture for the Nepal Himalayas. Then between Kosi to Teesta, it is Sikkim. Kim Sharma denoting her teeth to the Kashi Vishwanath. Then Teesta and Dihang, it is Assam Himalayas. Teesta is teeth, you are getting to get hung for the tea, Assam tea. Dihang is the hang and Teesta is the teeth. Now we come to the Trans-Himalayas. We were studying the main Himalayas, and now we are going to the Trans-Himalayas, which are also known as the Tibetan Himalayas. Trans-Himalayas, or we also call as the Tibetan Himalayas. Tibetan Himalayas. Three very important ranges. You have to note it down. I'll show you in the figure as well. The Karakoram range, the Ladakh range, and the Zanskar range. Okay, these three are the very important ranges: the Karakoram, the Ladakh, and the Zanskar. These form the part of the Trans-Himalayas. Please remember that. So we are talking about the Trans-Himalayas. Three very important ranges: Karakoram, Ladakh, and Zanskar. Karakoram, the famous peak is K2. Ladakh, it is Rakposhi. And Zanskar, it is the Nanga Parbat. Now, if we talk about the Karakoram, it is the home of the largest glaciers of the world. Largest glaciers. You can note down the name of a very important glacier, Siachen Glacier. We all know the main source of conflict between the India and Pakistan, the Siachen Glacier, the Hispar Glacier, the Bifo Glacier, and Patura Glacier. The Ladakh range, some important points what we can remember is north side we have the river Shyok. We remembered it using the mnemonics as well. On the southern side we have Indus River. And it is an offshoot of the Kailash range. offshoot of Kailash range. Right. Siachen Glacier, you should remember for the Siachen War, what we have with the Pakistan Siachen War. Two important places, Kargil and Leh. Kargil is on the banks of river Suru, and Leh is on the banks of river Indus. Again, you can remember it using the mnemonics. Kargil War is famous. So war is related with Shuru. Shuru means to start in Hindi. The war is about to start. Leh, it is Lays. We have already have a picture, and Indus is bus. So Lays in bus. So you can remember this two important places and the banks on which they are there. So this is the Karakoram range. This is the Ladakh range, offshoot of the Kailash range, the Zanskar range. Then the Great Himalayas come. So these three ranges forms a part of Trans-Himalayas. Please remember this. Now we come to the Purvanchal or the Eastern Hills. Vanchal or Eastern Hills. Please remember here the first point we should note is Garo, Khasi and Jayantia are not part of Purvanchal. These are the part of the Magellan Plateau, okay, which is the extension of our peninsular plateau. So please, this is the first point we should remember. Garo, Khasi and Jayanta of Meghalaya doesn't form the part of Purvanchal or Eastern Hills of Himalaya. Now let's go to the map. This is the Patkai Bum and Naga Hills. These two form the watershed between the India and the Myanmar, the Brahmaputra River of India and the Chindwin River of Burma or Myanmar. Now Patkai Bum is the division between the Arunachal Pradesh and Burma. Now how you will remember Patkai Bum? Patkai Bum is bum, your bum. Okay, and Arunachal Pradesh is Arun Jaitley and Burma is R.D. Burman. So Arun Jaitley showing his bum to R.D. Burman in one of his concert because he didn't like his song. Then you have Naga Hills, then you have the Mizo Hills, and before that you have Manipuri Hills. Naga Hills, the topmost peak is Mount Sharamati. Mount Sharamati. Now how you will link it with the Naga Hills? Naga Hills we have Naga Sadhus, and Mount Sharamati is becomes Sharbati Gehu. Okay, Sharbati Gehu is a very famous variety of wheat. So Sharbati Gehu. Naga Sadhus only eat Sharbati Gehu. Then we have Manipuri Hills, which is the divide between the Manipur state and Myanmar. And then finally we have Mizo Hills, which is also known as the Blue Mountains. Blue Mountains. Okay. Now another thing what we have to remember is for the Purvanchal, these are ascended as Arakan Yom ranges in Myanmar. And then as Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So Andaman and Nicobar Islands are the part of the Purvanchal Hills. Right. So these are the important points what we have to remember for the northern mountains of Himalayas. Now, when we were doing the mnemonics of the rivers, we missed one river, that is the Brahmaputra river. Okay, so we'll have a discussion on Brahmaputra river. What all things we need to remember about the Brahmaputra river and its tributaries and the important parks which are there around the tributaries of river Brahmaputra. Now, again, these mnemonics are never going to be sufficient. You have to keep looking into the atlas. For example, if you are talking about one particular river, then you have to see its course on the atlas, like which all states it is passing. Look, because everything cannot be covered using mnemonics. And last time there was a question like one river they gave and which all the one state, Arunachal Pradesh, they gave, and they asked which all rivers pass through Arunachal Pradesh. So to reach that ascent, we have to go through the atlas. Okay, these mnemonics are going to be serve you as a fundamental knowledge. Then you have to build on that. Fine. So we'll start with the Brahmaputra river. So Brahmaputra. Now picture we have to get out of Brahmaputra. So Brahma is Lord Brahma and Putra is son. So Lord Brahma and son. So son of Lord Brahma. So Brahmaputra, Lord Brahmaputra or son of Lord Brahma. And who is the son of Lord Brahma? It is the Narad Muni. We all know some of the Hindu philosophy, and Narad Muni is one of the son of Lord Brahma. So our image for Brahmaputra, that is the son of Lord Brahma, it is going to be Narad Muni. So origin is Angshi Glacier, which is in Tibet. Origin of Brahmaputra rivers. From Angsi we get Angse. Ang is a Hindi word of body, your body, Ang. So Angse means from body. Angsi becomes Angse. Ang is your body, so you're from your body. So Narad Muni was born from the body of Brahma. So what we want to remember is Narad Muni, it is your Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra river, from the body becomes Angse. So the origin of Brahmaputra river is Angshi Glacier in Tibet. It is known as Tisapango in Tibet. So from Tisapango we get sang or we get singing. So Narad Muni used to sing very well. Even monks, picture of Tibet from now onwards, if you have not fixed it, it is monks. So Tibet is famous for the Buddhist monks, the Buddhist monasteries what it has. So a picture for Tibet is going to be monks. So Narad Muni used to sing very well, and even monks were fan of him when Narad Muni used to sing, the Buddhist monks. So Tisapango sang or singing, we are linking it with Tibet and Brahmaputra. So Brahmaputra is known as Tisapango in Tibet, though it is very simple and we are all knowing it. It is known as Dihang in Arunachal Pradesh. Once it enters India in Arunachal Pradesh, it is known as Dihang. And Dihang, if you remember, the hang. So from Dihang, the first thing now what should come to your mind is teeth, the hang, and Assam tea. So Assam Himalayas are between teeth, which is Teesta, and the Hang river. So Assam hills are between Teesta and Dihang rivers. So this is the beauty of the picture mnemonics. So once you fix any picture, and if you link information with that, automatically whenever that word will come in front of you, those pictures will come. So now here we are using Dihang again. Dihang becomes, it is the name of river Brahmaputra in Arunachal Pradesh. So Narad Muni told Arun Jaitley if he doesn't work properly, he will hang him. So one day Arun Jaitley was sleeping, and in his dreams came Narad Muni, who told, if you are not going to work perfectly, I am going to hang you. Again you have to see that picture when Arun Jaitley is sleeping and Narad Muni is coming in the dream, and he's saying to Arun Jaitley, then Arun Jaitley suddenly wake up. Okay, so known as Dihang in Arunachal Pradesh. The hang, Arun Jaitley, we are linking it with Narad Muni. Narad Muni is Brahmaputra, the son of Lord Brahma. First we will start with the left bank tributaries of Brahmaputra river. Left bank, from left we get L. L for left and L for lion. Okay, so for left L we will fix our image as lion, and for right bank tributaries R we fix as rat. So lion and rat. So L will represent lion to us and R will represent rat to us. We'll start with river Dibang. Or from Dibang we get Dabang, the famous Dabang, Salman Khan, the very hit movie Dabang. Narad Muni gifted lion to Dabang Salman Khan. Okay, so the first river what we are remembering as the left bank tributary. So Dabang or Salman Khan is so dabang or is so powerful that Narad Muni got impressed and he gifted one lion to Salman Khan. So lion is L is left. So first left bank tributary for Brahmaputra or Narad Muni is going to be Dibang. So important thing to remember for the river Dibang, it is one multi-purpose dam, and Dibang wildlife sanctuary in Arunachal Pradesh. We have already remembered this. Now second left bank tributary what we are going to remember is Lohit. Lohit is easily can be converted into Rohit Sharma. Okay, this is known as the river of blood. Lohit is known as the river of blood because the soil which it contains. Rohit was hitting the ball so powerfully that even Narad Muni, who was sitting in the heaven that time, and various lions in the stadium also got blood. So second left bank tributary what we are fixing for Brahmaputra, it is Lohit or Rohit. And what we want to remember for Lohit, it is the river of blood. So Rohit Sharma was playing cricket in the stadium and he was hitting the ball so powerfully that Narad Muni and his lion, okay, the Narad Muni got hurted in the heaven and they started blooding. Third river, what we want to remember as a left bank tributary for Brahmaputra, it is the Dhanshri. From Dhan, we get Dhan, that is money. Dhan is a Hindi word for money. So in place of money, Narad Muni gave blessings of lion. Okay? So you are worshipping Narad Muni to get the blessings, and what Narad Muni gave you is a lion, is a very powerful lion. So okay, so now we are fixing the third left bank tributary for Brahmaputra, that is Narad Muni, as the Dhanshri, or Dhan is money. Important thing what we have to remember is Natangi National Park in Nagaland. What we have already remembered, it is around Dhanshri River. Natangi National Park. Natangi was Nautangi, if you remember, Nautanki or drama. So the people who have lot of money, they do lot of Nautanki or lot of drama. We finished the left bank tributaries here, and now we come to the right bank tributaries of Brahmaputra. So right is R for rat. The first right bank tributary is Kameng. Or if we divide this word, okay, if we divide this word, it becomes Kameng or Meng, or for Meng we get mango. Okay, Kameng becomes Meng, and Meng we get mango. So from today onwards, the river Kameng becomes mango for us. Kameng, Meng, and mango. Narad Muni feeding mango to rats. So you have to see this image. Narad Muni feeding mango to the rats. Rats is R. R is right bank tributary of Brahmaputra. Important points what we have to remember for the Kameng is the Kameng Elephant Reserve in Arunachal Pradesh, Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary, Sisa Orchid Sanctuary, and Fagui Tiger Reserve, all in Arunachal Pradesh. So very important. Kameng Elephant Reserve. So elephant reserves, they get mango only, and who serve them? Arun Jaitley. Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary. So eagle, you have to relate with Arunachal Pradesh, and also you can relate it with mango. Sisa National Orchid Sanctuary. Shisha is a Hindi word for mirror. Shishe mein mat dekho. Okay, mirror. Pakhui becomes Pankhudi. Pankhudi is the name of a girl, Hindu name. Pankhudi Tiger Reserve, again in Arunachal Pradesh. Now second tributary, the right bank tributary of Brahmaputra is Manas or Mans. We have already fixed this image when we were remembering the national parks or wildlife sanctuaries. So Manas becomes Mans, or Mans is non-veg, that is meat. Narad Muni don't let rats to eat meat. Okay, Narad Muni is a saint. He doesn't like eating non-veg, and he doesn't want people and even animals to eat non-veg. So whenever he see a rat eating meat, he doesn't allow them to eat meat. So this is Narad Muni and rats and Mans, that is the meat we are fixing together. So right bank tributary Manas, and we have already remembered Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, which is also a UNESCO World Heritage Center. We have done that. Now the third river, the right bank tributary, it is the Teesta. or from Tistha we get teeth. Tistha is teeth. And even if the rats eat meat, Narad Muni takes away the teeth of rat. Okay, this is interesting now. If suppose rat eat meat, Narad Muni take away the teeth of the rats. Okay, it is the lifeline of Sikkim. The whole life of Kim Sharma is on a beautiful teeth. This is Kim Sharma, and this is not actually Kim Sharma, some other model, but you can take her as Kim Sharma. So Kim Sharma teeth are the life of the Kim Sharma. Some important dams: Teesta fifth dam, this is V is 5, okay, and Zangit dam. So these dams are important because this is a very seismically active zone, so they have to go for a lot of clearances. Then we have Shubhanshri river, next right bank tributary for Brahmaputra, and Shubhanshri becomes Shubhan, or it becomes Suman. Again, a girl name. If you know a girl name, a girl by the name of Suman, you can have this picture. It is the largest tributary of Brahmaputra, the Shubhanshri river. So the biggest bhakt of Narad Muni, Brahmaputra is Narad Muni. Narad Muni. The biggest fan of Narad Muni is Suman. So here we finish the northern Himalayas and the river Brahmaputra and its tributaries. So with river Brahmaputra and tributaries, we linked also some other things, like for which those places are famous for which those rivers are famous for. Now your job will start from now. Okay, you have to build your knowledge upon that, upon these fundamental things. Mostly we try to cover 70 or 80% things, but still 20% cannot be covered because there is huge. Geography is a very vast subject. So go to the atlas, go to all these rivers, go to the sequence of these rivers. We have tried to give it in sequence as well. So go to the sequence of these rivers, to which states they pass, from where they enter India, or if they are in India only, from where they go out of India. So all these things you have to look for. Now next class we are going to start with the northern plains of India, and then Peninsula Plateau of India. Peninsula Plateau of India. So there we'll finish the geographical features of India, and then later we'll move to the monsoon of India. So these three classes we are going to complete tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in.